I'm going to get mad about something. I don't know what it is yet.
Well, this is a good way of introducing this week's Northwest Trenches podcast. Did you know that last week's podcast is the second most viewed on the new channel?
Yeah, I saw that. I did.
It was
a sign.
It's a banger pod right there. That's what that is.
I told you, dude. I told you.
I had tech issues with my editing software up Friday night. Did re-upload.
Hey, it still came out
on Sunday, and it went crazy in comparison to other stuff on the channel so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some likes too. I was pretty sick.
I'm surprised you weren't like being toxic with the community and like putting it in the Reddit or something.
Probably could have. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, I realize my Twitter is like shadow banned for some reason, my new one, because it's not letting me post anymore. And it's like I didn't even say anything that was that bad. Like I probably called a couple people dumb. So I don't know if that did it, but yeah, no, I'm like kind of shadow banned on Twitter. So yeah, that's an interesting development, and it kind of sucks because I've been missing my old Twitter account before it got hacked, dude. I had like followers, I had like
Blue Chew Enjoyer when it was still
Blue Chew Taker or whatever it was. No, I missed that. I missed that Twitter so much because I had excuse me. I had such a deep archive of Fish Tank Live clips, literally dating back to season 1, like season 1 through season 4, and I lost all that when I got hacked by that, presumably an Indian guy, I would assume, because Indian guys be doing that for no reason.
Well,
I don't even know why.
And I scroll through a bunch of tweets. It's always, OMG, I can't believe Elon Musk.
Look at this. We're not.
Update. Look at your update. And then it's a picture of like a phone with blue text that says Twitter update on it. And you're supposed to and get scanned.
It's like these like Indian guys on Twitter, they're all into flaky cryptocurrency that's being pushed by like a Jew or
invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah, they're really into Elon Musk for some reason too, and it's like, okay, you're into two of the most gayest things ever. And with this whole Twitter thing, this is another thing that pisses me off about losing my old account. So whenever Fish Tank has like a viral moment or some there's always Indian guys flooding the hashtag with stupid cryptocurrency and I had them all blocked. On my old account. All these Indians. Now I go on the Fish Tank hashtag so I can be up to date with what's going on the show. Yeah. And I have to reblock Indians. Do you realize how annoying that is? And then comes to find out, that even when you block them, some of them have some workaround where you can still see their flaky crypto scam posts, so I have to mute them on top of blocking them now. So I have to do two things. So I don't know, man. It's been rough. This new Twitter that I have sucks. Nobody's laughing at my posts. Nobody's interacting with them because I'm shadow banned. Like, the thing is, I didn't even care about Twitter, okay? Until Fish Tank started. I may have had a Twitter account one time in the past so I could look at pornography, okay?
All right.
Right hand to God, that's what it was. And then Fish Tank came out, and I was like, I need to get on the hashtag. So I deleted all of the porn I had on that account, and that's when Blue Chew Taker came to be, as quote the best fish tank takes on X. That was my fucking.
That was your header, big dog.
That was my header. That was my header right there, and it was true. I did have the best takes about fish tank. Everybody else is a fucking idiot except for me on that hashtag, in my personal opinion. And nobody else, like, my opinions are just better than everybody else's about the show. So, you know. But now I got a shitty Twitter with no followers. So thank you, India. Thanks, Indian guy. Thank you.
Now,
love India.
Now, I'm trying to get more into the Twitter.com meta, which is to just make sure the title of each podcast is in the tweet when I share it out, and then I don't it with hashtags. That is like the main thing to do when I share every week now. I'm going to be like, title, buzzword, title, Clavicular got arrested.
Yeah, hashtag looks maxing, hashtag jester maxing, hashtag clavicular,
hashtag fucking Sam Hyde, I guess. Just dump
hashtag Elon Musk, hashtag crypto, hashtag Donald Trump, hashtag NFT.
I'll just at POTUS.
just honestly, just do it.
That'd be hilarious if he randomly actually watched our podcast for like 2.
Yeah, I haven't been on Truth Social in a while. Let's see what's going on Truth Social today.
Northwest Trenches is my favorite podcast.
I'm sure they have some really good opinions about the war in Iran. Fucking hell, I gotta sign in. Do I even remember?
Well,
I don't remember what my login is.
Monday on Twitter, they were saying that there was going to be some sort of resolvement of our battle in Iran. And literally the next day, Iran said, dude, you fucking a bunch of people. Fuck you. In response. It's response, but still.
Yeah, Trump said that we won the war with Iran. And
a war?
It was an illegally waged war by the president of the United States in Israel. It was even though the War Act or whatever wasn't passed through Congress, it's still a war that we started.
Label it as a battle more than anything.
No, it's a war. It's definitely a war. They're trying to put boots on the ground. That's something you do in a war. They just amassed, I think, like 40,000 troops or something near the Strait of Hormuz or whatever. It's just a battle. 40,000 military personnel. I think it was between 40 and 50.
I've heard of battles having that many before.
Yeah, but a battle is like a one thing that happens. It's like a transpiring event where there's like multiple countries involved. Like this is straight up a war. Like we are at war with Iran. They just raised the age that you can join the army to like 45 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's something you do during a war. That's something you do during a war.
They're forcing millennials into being in the war.
Which is fine. I'm cool with send the millennials over. Those motherfuckers annoy me. They're so annoying, millennials.
Can you imagine like Markiplier being drafted in? Hello everybody, it's Markiplier here. I'm in Iran. And then
what if they get him
flies over his head?
What if they bring Markiplier over as like as a morale boost to the troops who are dying on Karg Island?
Playing Let's Plays during meetings?
Yeah, there's a projector.
There's a projector washer simulator on the projector.
There's a projector, and he has a face cam that's on the projector, but he's also in front of everybody playing the game. So it's like kind of counterintuitive to have the face cam.
That's so fucking cool, actually.
Yeah, they should totally do that.
Technically, Sam Hyde counts for that age bracket too.
Yeah, he does. I don't think they'd draft Sam Hyde.
I don't know.
I don't know if they legally can.
Too autistic route and get out of there scot free.
No, he's on steroids. Like, he's gonna piss hot for steroids, and they're gonna be all like, "Nope,
Yeah,
you gotta leave." That's what I told. My mom came over yesterday and visited for a little while, and that's something I told her is that, because I'm 26, I can be drafted. I told her that if I was drafted, I would go down the street and buy like some kind of illegal hard drug, and I'd do just enough so that I piss hot on the drug test, and then they're gonna kick me out because like I have heroin in my piss or something, and then I don't gotta go.
You shouldn't be so trusting of that idea, though, because there's like a 50% chance they'll put in legislation, even if you fail the drug test, you'll be drafted or something.
Well, they have the what's the word I'm looking for? They like let up on the marijuana restriction too, in addition to raising the age to 45. So they're trying to just like.
They're literally trying to force people.
It's a war. It's a fucking war. They're trying to draft everybody. And I think they released legislation to where if you are called for the draft and you flee the country, it's like the highest degree federal like felony possible.
That makes sense.
And you're gonna get fucked up really bad by the U.S. government.
They're going to like fucking firing squad your ass.
Yeah, probably. And you know what? I don't even care. I don't. I'm not going to die on a foreign battlefield. I'm going to die on the battlefield in America, I think. I'd much rather do that. It would feel better for me. But, yeah, no. I don't know. This Iran shit's getting out of hand. Yeah. It is. What's going to happen is we're going to invade Iran, okay? China's going to go after Taiwan once we've committed a lot of our forces to the quagmire that would be an Iranian land invasion. And, Russia's probably going to do some shit in Europe. Or no, Russia's probably not going to do anything wrong, okay? Yeah. It's going to be a false flag by the deep state to get the rest of Europe to fight Russia.
Did you see what happened in Ukraine? And it's going to be U.S. soldiers shooting Ukrainians or something.
Yeah, so basically what we're witnessing is the downfall of the American empire, which, honestly, good. Good. Fuck it. Like, I've been kind of realizing, I put a lot of blame on Israel and, like, the Jews and whatnot. But, you kind of have to blame the U.S., too. The U.S. is not absolved of guilt. Yeah. In this situation, and they should never have been absolved of guilt. I don't think any American should look at our government and think that they're like be okay with it. I don't think a single sane person should be doing that. Because since World War II, our military conquests have been overthrowing poor brown nations that are doing communism. Yeah. And like Asian nations that are doing communism. And what ends up happening, we go in, we're like, hey, let's try and bring capitalism to these people. Let's really show them what freedom looks like. And, the freedom that they show them is dropping Agent Orange and napalm on them and burning them alive and giving their children birth defects. That's how we help these nations. That's how we helped Iraq. Yeah. That's how we helped Afghanistan, by putting minefields and shit down and, killing a bunch of villagers who all they've known is war against the Western world for their entire lives. So, yeah, our country's great. America does no wrong. You're an idiot if you think that. But no, I've just been, honest to God, I've been really disgusted with everything that's been going on just in general in the world. Which, that's not really new information for anybody that's, like, watched this show for a while, but, like, it's like this, it's getting to a point where I'm not, like, infuriated mad like I used to be. Yeah. It is literally just disgust. And I don't know, I just look at the world around me and I'm just like, damn, something's got to give, It's like, the IRA, they sought change in their country. Just something to think about. So I'd never do that, but the IRA did it one time. Just saying. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying, the IRA, for the record.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's no... I said this like last week or the week before, but there is quite literally no reason for us to be over there now, in my opinion.
There's not.
There's no reason to still be trying to do anything over there when we've killed their leader and replacement leader and replacement leader. Like, at this point, we're just going, oh, that's a brown guy right there. Let's just fucking blow him up.
Pretty much. And I mean, like...
It's literally just racism as a military exercise, which is ugly.
Yeah, well, it's not only just like racism against brown people, it's that we have boomers in our government that probably remember when the Shah of Iran got overthrown.
Yeah.
And, that whole thing. And ever since then, it's been this whole, like, America just hasn't liked Iran and all these fucking evil boomers who, by the way, are pedophiles that worship Satan. They're like, a lot of them are pretty much, I think I'm talking too much here. There's a meme that describes this, and it's like, it's like a drawing of this fucking Republican senator, and he's like fat as fuck and in a wheelchair, and he's on oxygen, and he has like an IV next to him, and he's like, by God, we're gonna nuke Iran before I die. And that's what you're seeing with these fucking boomers, is that they finally, they've had this like bloodlust, this useless bloodlust towards Iran, and finally they're like, yeah, let's go. We're attacking Iran. Look at how awesome our military is. And we're getting slimed by these guys. Let's be completely honest here. Iran is fucking us up. We're going to lose this war with Iran.
Well, the weird thing, because it's been obvious since we even started in the Middle East, like in 2003. When the whitest kids made fun of a presidential presser with Trevor Moore, I believe is his name, on the podium. He is very, very much talking about going to the moon, and there's bears on the moon, and it's awesome. But the entire time, the crowd's going, okay, so are we invading Iran? But are we invading Iran?
Right, yeah.
So are we invading Iran? Like, every single response in that sketch is about invading that country, because we already invaded half of the other countries in the Middle East. Why not continue, is what the idea was at the time. And now we're continuing it for no real reason outside of getting rid of bad leaders and then apparently just being racist now.
Yeah. It's actually funny that you mentioned that sketch, because NASA announced this week that they are eyeballing building a base on the moon. Which here's what I extrapolated from that. You remember that movie with who's that guy? It's called the movie's called like Elysium or something. Where it's like the rich people live up in space and the poors live on Earth in like squalor and shit. That's what I got out of the NASA moon base announcement, is that they're just gonna fly all the rich people up there in like an Elon Musk space shuttle and just let us die down here.
The old school game of Moonbase Alpha is the picture they used.
No, wait, really?
Yeah, they used Moonbase Alpha gameplay footage and screen.
That's insane.
If you remember the text-to-speech going, John Madden.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
That's that game.
Yeah, that's pretty funny that they did that, I think.
And then Thursday, I think, yesterday, they sent out an image that was pixelated of a guy in a chair, obviously bloody, on the White House Twitter account. So
The fuck?
apparently they arrested and tortured another Iranian man, apparently. And for some reason put a picture of him on X in a pixel.
Like, what was he like was he in America or was he in Iran?
I have no clue. It's just like no caption and then a pixelated image of a guy bloodied and beaten.
Okay. Well, I guess that's another thing to take note of. That's very strange that they do that.
Tweet. It's a very weird tweet. On top of that, I'll go back to Clavicular real quick, since we mentioned him.
Hold on, real quick. Do you ever do this with your fingers to try and be like a alien? Try and feel like you have alien hands?
No.
You should. It's pretty fun. I do it all the time.
Mm.
You put your middle finger over your index. Here, try it. Do it for the viewers.
Oh, man. Okay.
Put your middle finger over your index, and you put your ring finger over your pinky.
Okay.
Like that,
Yeah.
And then you can do it with both. You can do it with both hands too. A lot of people don't know this. You can do it with both hands.
A lot of people don't know you're an alien. I might be doing the fingers.
Yeah, it kind of feels like I'm doing like a gang sign without even trying. just something. Just some.
There you go.
Just something to think about.
All right. So Clavicular. Apparently he shot at and almost killed an alligator. And that's why...
A what?
An alligator. And,
Say it again.
Alligator.
Yeah, with a hard R too. That was pretty nice, dude. So he shot a fucking... And continue.
Yeah, and then the nighttime area of the day yesterday, they arrested him because you literally can't just mag dump an alligator in Florida.
Like, was the alligator attacking him, or did you just see an alligator and was just like, "Fuck you,"
and that was the end of it? It was like a full.
That's actually.
Too.
You had a switch on it. That's actually really fucking funny, dude.
Shot the fuck out of this alligator, and that's why.
That is really funny. Oh shit, an alligator! It's just not doing anything to your chill. Fucking mown down with a MAC-10.
Literally, it's not like lunging at him, swimming towards him, anything, and he just fucking mag dumped it, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Poor guy caught probably more than one stray in that one. Did the alligator die?
I would believe so.
I hope so.
But
if not, dude, he's coming back for Clav, bro. Clav's gonna get fucked by that alligator. He's gonna have a revenge arc. Fucking death roll his arm off.
There is a additional clip of Clavicular where he is on this boat where he shot this alligator, and he tries to stand up for a second, and you can see that his legs are like severely diminished in muscle when he stands.
I'm sure they are.
Like,
dude, did you know
he's a heroin addict? The amount of weight that is not on his legs.
So it's funny you mention him because I just remembered this. I was doing some research on Clavicular because there is a clip of him. He asked like his cameraman to cut off the stream, and like some guys walked in, and people were like, "Yeah, that's so and so, this Israeli American guy," and I was like, "Israeli American? Oh shit!" And he's like this nightclub owner that's like involved with a Jewish crime family. Like the guy went to prison and was like in like I think 2005 or something for like money laundering and stuff. But so I guess Clavicular is working with the Israeli mob, and then somebody else said, "Yeah, that's not surprising because Peter Thiel pays him," and I was like, "Peter Thiel."
Yeah.
So I started looking into his relations with Peter Thiel, and it turns out that he had an interview with some lady, and she asked him about Peter Thiel, and he told her to leave. He was like, "Get out." So obviously Peter Thiel is funding Clavicular, and then I saw somebody else with some crazy ass conspiracy theory that Peter Thiel is funding Clavicular and funding his like look maxing thing so that he can eventually have sex with Clavicular as like a humiliation ritual to get Clavicular like to the next level. Which like Clavicular is sold out. I don't know if you've realized this. Dude's a complete fucking sellout.
He's been sold out.
Yeah, so just knowing that he has connections to not only Israeli people but Peter Thiel, yeah, guy's a sham. That doesn't diminish how cool it was that he mag dumped that alligator just on a whim, but
he fucking destroyed the alligator. It's a crazy clip to see.
See, I have trouble feeling sympathy for alligators because they eat people all the time. They're evil. Yeah, I want to eat one of them bitches. I used to watch fucking videos of people skinning alligators to eat just because I hate them so much.
Dude, it's so cool that there's like a 60% chance that you will like feed an alligator a person in Grand Theft Auto 6.
Really? Oh yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, they'll have gators in GTA 6. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just like Red Dead. So I bet that was a big. It's so yeah, I bet they went back to Vice City so that they could reuse gator assets from Red Dead 2. That's my running theory.
You know, what'd be cool as fuck is if you're like in the marshlands of the map on online, and you shoot a player dead on the beach, and then an alligator comes up and eats it.
Yeah, I would actually, dude. If they had alligators on online, that would actually suck. Cause I can already tell there's gonna be a mission where you have to like go through the swamp as like part of a heist, and I can already hear fucking Cody yelling, "I just got eaten by a fucking alligator!" Just like completely beside himself. It's like, what the fuck?
I can picture Cody having no filter at all when he's going through any online mission in like 8 months from now when the game comes out.
Yeah, he's the type of guy where it's like, you don't ask him what he thinks about black people while he's playing video games, because you're going to hear the worst thing ever. Worse than anything I've ever said on this podcast, I swear to God. The guy isn't even racist either. Yeah. Like, he gets on the game.
Rage, man, when he gets in that rage.
Yeah. It's like the, what is it? The fucking Black Rage, the fucking... It's like one of the Space Marine factions. I think it's like it might even be the Blood Angels, actually. They have this thing called the Black Rage, and it causes them... They're literally so pissed off that they'll just fighting constantly for like 1,500 years. So whenever Cody hops on the sticks, dude, the Black Rage is there. He's like... you can't fuck with him.
It's going to be really funny, too, to see how many people in the friend group gets Grand Theft Auto 6 on a console first, and then gets pissed off that there's no PC port, because they have not announced a PC port yet. So
that is one thing that I think is based that Rockstar does is they just completely shit on PC players for like the majority of runtime for most of their releases.
To fucking re-release it, and then they're like, "Oops, we left something out. You got to buy another version of it in 3 years when you actually have
pretty much
dropped." Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome that they do that. And I only say that because I don't play on PC. I play on console, so it's one of those things that I can have over a PC player.
True.
It can be like, well, consoles are bad, consoles are gay, and it's like, okay, well, I'm playing GTA 6 and you aren't, so how about you get on your knees and suck my penis while I played Grand Theft Auto 6 without you?
I really hope they have like a crazy pre-order package where it's like you can play the game like 3 weeks early just to fucking troll people when the game properly comes out.
Yeah, I like when games do that. I think, I'm trying to think. I don't know. There was a game I had where I got to play it a day early because I pre-ordered it. Any more pre-ordering, I think, is very, very risky business. I don't think it's worth it. I pre-ordered Battlefield, or no, I didn't even pre-order Battlefield 6.
I think I bought it an extra week before I even bought the game, because I knew there was going to be so many like influencer types hyping it up, and then the servers would be populated too much.
Yeah, one thing I liked is when Warzone players hopped on that shit and they just sucked ass and they're really bad. They're like,
why is
this game is not even good.
This isn't fair. There should be a battle pass. Like, they did all that shit.
Yeah, that was fun. That was funny as shit. They were like, dude, don't you have a battle pass? It's like, you don't need a fucking battle pass. Space Marine 2 doesn't have a battle pass, and that's one of the best games I've played this decade.
True. I did yesterday because I got the Elgato gaming capture to fucking work. Which I did have a story for it, but I'll mention which game I tried the Elgato recording software with.
Yeah, in English, that thing's just called the Cat.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I used the Cat to play Warhammer 40k Dark Tide on my console.
Oh, no shit.
I played the introductory mission and skipped all the cutscenes like a dickhead.
Based.
Yeah, that's
you don't really need them.
Talent. I always skip cutscenes, and then most of the time in the past 5 years, I have played games with no audio. It is my one crux as a game player.
Yeah, did you do like you're like, hey yo, what's up guys? This is the Epic Gamer here. Today we're playing Warhammer Dark Tide. Oh man, this guy's really creepy looking. Ooh.
Well, I just made sure that the frame rate was fine, and then I realized that my TV does not support the format.
The fuck?
So it kept like glitching out every like 10 minutes, and it would black screen my TV and then turn it back on. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
But I had a story about Best Buy. It'll be a quick one.
Best Buy.
So I get there early in the morning. Like, for some reason, they always open at 10 over here.
Early in the morning, out here at fucking Best Buy. something cigarette. Strapped Best Buy on my feet.
Hell yeah. I look to my right at the entry for this Best Buy, and there are people stacked up to enter this Best Buy right as it opens. And my brain goes, wait, did they get a package of Pokemon cards? Is that why there's fucking 10 people at the entranceway?
That's probably it.
So, in the back of my head, I remember all these Twitter videos of Pokemon card collectors beating the fuck out of each other to scalp the packages and resell them for high. And I get out of the car and I start walking, and they open up the store, and almost immediately the first guy in line, he comes right back out the building. And I ask him, hey, so was that line for Pokemon cards? And he was like, yeah, but they don't fucking have them until Tuesday. And he kept walking.
Wow, dude. You know what? I should just go. I should find some, like, a group of Pokemon scalpers, and I should make them fight me for the Pokemon cards. If they can beat me in fisticuffs, they can have them.
Pokemon card scalper fight club in the back of
pretty much. Yeah, like I want to. We'll see how bad you really want these. Let's see how bad you really want these Pokemon cards.
That's how you start roiding out. That's how you get out of being drafted from all your roids.
Actually, that's a great idea. I'm gonna start doing steroids, and I'm gonna just start wearing boxing gloves into the store. And there's not gonna be any words said. It's just gonna be I'm just gonna start boxing Pokemon scalpers.
Hell yeah, dude.
Also, when I was researching, that reminds me of the steroids. When I was researching Clavicular, I learned that he has done so much steroids that his body no longer naturally produces testosterone.
Yeah.
Which I was like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's so cooked.
So bad that you just fuck it all up.
Yeah, and I think that gives credence to that Peter Thiel wanting to have sex with him conspiracy theory, because if Peter Thiel takes him off the steroids, Clavicular is just a femboy at that point.
Yeah, true.
Like, he's actually really towing the line of femboy, I feel. Clavicular.
Especially when his legs are so messed up.
Yeah, he's got like little dainty little legs.
They're terrible looking.
Dainty, twinky little fucking faggy femboy legs. Like, come on. He's got like a flat chest.
I mean,
he's built like a fucking femboy. I hate to say it. I really do. I don't even like saying the word femboy. It makes me feel gross. But he's got that build. You can't deny.
The second part of that Best Buy story is the buying of the Elgato. The one I got is usually priced at $120, but I had a $50 certificate for renewing my Best Buy membership. And then I stacked that shit on top. With a $30 gift card. So I only got that shit for $40. I did some prime Israel shit right there.
Yeah. Oy man. That's actually pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything because last Saturday, I went to the fucking vape shop with my buddy because he wanted to buy a vape, and my blood sugar was low, so I got a Butterfinger, like a king size Butterfinger, and I paid for it, and the guy's like, "Hey, do you got rewards?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I like gave him my information for the rewards because it's like a chain of vape shops in like Northeast Ohio, and I think other parts of Ohio too, but they're a chain. So I used to go to the one when I lived in Millersburg. I'd go to the one in Worcester pretty frequently. So I got myself a rewards account. He asked me if I wanted to use my rewards on the Butterfinger, and I kind of chuckled. I was like, "No, dude, it's a candy bar. What the fuck?" And he's like, "Well, if you do, you get it for 5 cents." I was like, "For real? I'm getting 1950s white people prices on the damn Butterfinger?" Yeah. So yeah, no, I used my fucking rewards. I got a 5-cent candy bar. It was pretty awesome. That was the most Jewish thing I've done recently, I think.
Shane, in regards to a new podcast logo, I need a little input.
I think we should do a black sun with a swastika in the center, and there's an aura around it, and it's a bunch of Germans doing the Nazi salute. I think that would be pretty awesome.
I meant more like simple designs, because my brain was going like we could still do the chalk outline of Ohio, and then we all, like me, you, and Logan, maybe Logan, can choose 3 colors for like NWT. or black, white, and red. Let's go. Or I was thinking right as I got home today from my weekly walk that I do, maybe you could get some bullets lined up in the outline of Ohio, and then have the letters be bullets too.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty metal, I think. I think that's like unnecessarily badass for what we do, and that's why I think it's a good idea. It's funny.
Yeah, like I was thinking that shit. I was like, could we just like overtone the pod with a bullet?
Yeah. I have a shit ton of bullets. This is a big thing of bullets.
The third idea for some like stupid AI Warhammer soldiers, like 3 of them be lined up next to each other.
That would be
like old school, like fucking what's the guy's name? Hold on. Total Biscuit font underneath that just says the pod title on it.
We could do like a hip hop oriented one where it's like you, me, and Logan. We can AI ourselves in like, gangsta clothing, like YN clothing, and we can like, we can have shiesties and like cool stuff like that, like Glocks with switches. But it's in the shape of Ohio. But it's all 3 of us were like, strapped up, young. Okay. Young. Where is it? Young. What I'm saying. So,
Could we do one where it's like AI us as like Russian guys in tracksuits, and the tracksuit lines make the outline of Ohio on him?
like the Adidas lines,
Yeah,
we might get sued for that.
that'd be cool as shit though. To
It
like
would be
make the
nice.
line up look like that.
What if we just make it a different state? What if we make it the biggest state and we can just pack as much visual art, like
Yeah,
like graphic design
we
shit?
just put
Like we
fucking
pick
like Texas in there, and we just
yeah,
drop a bunch of shit.
a ton of shit. We
Yeah,
got like Elmos in there.
we have fake flames with no like background cutout, like
Yeah, just PNGs of fire.
redness and whiteness and greenness and blueness. Tobuscus in the corner.
Yeah, there's some Elmo in there. There's like a picture of Iran in there
Mm.
because I think didn't we have something where, like an episode where like we put down Iran as the like thumbnail and we just made it on fire.
We were joking that Iran owns the Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking certainly don't own them anymore.
Yeah, it was a good bit. It was a good bit. I liked that one.
This jacket is too warm, but when I take it off, I'm too cold, so I'm kind of just cooked right now. You know what I mean? Trying to think. I'm trying to think about Fish Tank right now because it's kind of a. Oh yeah, there's that clip of old Landon.
Yeah.
Landon loves cleaning it up. He got his ass beat.
Landon got fucking gobsmacked. And then
I showed
the Jet JD fight right after, and I was like, ooh.
JD won that shit.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know.
And people
like it emasculated Jet so much, and I was like, man, he should be a contestant. Like, unironically, I think he would fit really well with that group.
Yeah, I that was something I think they talked about on on a live stream or something, is like having Jet in there as like a plant to like fuck with people. I found a Kiwi Farms thread telling Jet's like entire life story, dude. I'm serious.
Just like his birthplace and everything.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's hard for me to hate that guy because that guy had a rough fucking upbringing, dude. Like, it's actually kind of sad, his backstory. Because he was like born to two drug addicts. His birth name was Jet Neptune. That was his actual birth name. Because his dad was this schizophrenic guy who had a stage name that was Johnny Neptune.
Gotcha.
And then Jet has a sister, I learned, and she's cute. She's cute as hell. But her name is like, I don't know. I don't remember her name. But she's named after a planet too. One of them fucking things. Like, I don't fucking know. But no, man. Like, he like him and his sister were, like, in and out of foster homes and shit a bunch growing up, and like. His escape was like literally playing Halo, listening to rap music, and going on R9K and trying to be like a micro celebrity on R9K, which I guess he achieved. People knew who he was on R9K. What else? Damn, I'll pull up the fucking thread, honestly. But no, his dad, I saw a picture of them standing next to each other, and you know how like Jet's like a Croat, how he looks looks like a Croat. His dad looks even more like a fucking Croat, dude. He looks like a guy that would be Slav squatting on the corner, drinking straight vodka out of the bottle, and just chain smoking the shittiest, most chemically like altered cigarettes imaginable. But I guess, I don't know. Hold on. Let me fucking look this shit up. Because it's actually I think it's kind of interesting.
So there was a bit of extra news from today where I saw the PlayStation 5 has increased in price.
The PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Fucking why?
I don't know. Probably chip shortage or some sort of labor dispute. I'm not sure. But specifically the PS5 Pro went from $700, which is already ridiculous, to $900 today. Again, the PlayStation 5 has no games. It has Last of Us remastered Part 1, and that's about it. Like, how? How do you price it like that, you know?
Oh yeah, I guess Jet's mom. You can find Jet's mom's pussy and asshole on the internet. Hold on. Oh yeah. Maybe you remember this. Maybe not. Do you remember? This was like 10 fucking years ago, and it was making its rounds on YouTube as like this weird horror, like just this creepy ARG, and it was called World Corp Enterprises.
I think I saw like one of them get recommended to me. But it was like a year after the start of it.
Yeah, like Mudahar made a video or two about it. Like some pretty big names in the commentary community were making videos about World Corp. And they start, like in this thread on Kiwi Farms, they started talking about World Corp in relation to Jet Neptune. I was like, wait, he did that? And it turns out him and a friend of his, because they had started a rap group called Autistic Money Boys Clan, they both did the World Corp thing. And I was like, holy shit, that's actually kind of insane. Like that's the last thing I would have expected to see in that thread.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting how he was involved with that. He also, let me see here, there's some other shit too.
I don't remember if you sent it to me or if I sent it to you on Instagram, but Filthy Frank has been acknowledged by the guy that made it.
I saw that.
He has many people to go to his musical tour, Mr. Joji. So he has gone through the motion of, from the creator of Filthy Frank, comma, Pink Guy, comma, and like Disaster Music, I think he put in there, funny enough.
Yeah, he had Dracula Flow in there too. I saw that video. I was like, about time.
Dude, it's so fucking cool. It's such a return to form. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad he's like, finally he's acknowledged some of his like past art that he has made, because regardless of it being Filthy Frank, that shit is comedy. That is art. I think comedy is art.
He even put down Harlem Shake because Disaster Music's when that started.
Yeah. Yep. No, I remember that too. That's also crazy. It's crazy how many of these, like, you know, these guys that were on the internet have like contributed like a fair amount, because like, you know, Jet obviously is contributed to internet culture through the World Corp thing, and obviously through like Fish Tank now, and Joji kind of had this similar thing going on with Joji had a similar thing going on with Filthy Frank and shit, you know, Harlem Shake, like all that stuff. It was Dracula Flow, like very influential to like the internet, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, like, maybe I could do that someday, you know? Maybe I could be the guy. Maybe I could be like Joji someday, you know what I mean? I think I'm 26, you know?
I could still be Joji if I put my mind to it.
No, I'm cooked. I'm 26, the world's ending, I'm cooked. Like,
yeah,
I would like to film Cigarette Tony shit, though. I just don't have, like, a good cameraman that I would be able to use, and I also don't know a whole lot about editing, but
Well, I will say that friend of the show Ben P. Is how
Penis.
Ben P.
His last name is Penis.
He doesn't know this, but his Instagram likes are public.
Mm-hmm.
So, like a week ago, he liked a reel that was like Doomer posting.
Yeah.
It was like, I was I was just out of college, and then all this bullshit happened, and it shows like all sorts of stuff that is wrong with the 2020s. And I was like, damn, I didn't know Ben P was like that. That's crazy. I didn't know
it's all falling apart
right now. Like, that sucks.
Well, I think anybody who's like an establishment liberal like he is in doomer mode right now, just because Donald Trump is the president. Yeah. And it's like the second Trump takes presidency, these people just fall apart and they just become absolutely insufferable to be around.
Well, I don't know. I was kind of in a doomer mood yesterday, and it made me remember that Ben P liked that, and I was just like, fuck. I don't want to exactly say the same exact thing, but God, it's just an awful space right now.
Yeah, no, the world is horrible. It sucks dick. There's like nothing really good about it right now. All there is a small distraction to take you away from the fact that the world's falling apart and your future is likely not going to be what you want it to be. It's going to be much worse. And that's pretty much it. That's all you can do is enjoy what you can before it all falls apart.
The last thing that I'll bring up is that I started to think about No Rinks' idea of re-releasing older podcast episodes on the podcast channel. And
yeah.
And I still had to figure out how I would call it without just saying re-upload on the end of the title.
Archive, I don't know.
Maybe classic, even though we're not
classic
that far in.
I don't know. We've been doing this like 2 years?
2 years, 2 months, I think.
2 years of talking to no audience. Unless we clickbait with iDubbbz, then we get an audience. Or Theo Von.
The Theo Von one went up a lot recently.
Yeah, I loved it. That one was one of my favorite clickbaits we ever, because there wasn't even a clickbait. We did talk about Theo Von.
We talked about
for like five or 10 minutes at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
People hated that shit. They really hated that shit. That was funny.
Honestly, I think classic might be the way to go, honestly.
Yeah. NWT classic.
Yeah, and I think it would be like the same title format, but a new thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
A new thumbnail to try to boost it a bit.
Listen, my only feedback on that is that if we release an episode and the thumbnail has fire on it, the new one has to have fire on it too.
Well, I'm only doing it until like episode, I think, 51 with the new thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go out of my way to drag out the old thumbnails for the rest of them and just repost them. And maybe have like a little banner that says like classic somewhere. So there's a different version of the thumbnail.
Yeah, or have the original date of upload.
Yeah. So that was my idea. I don't know when I would start doing that, but maybe next week. There's a lot of free time there for me. I'll try to set a like exact day to that too.
Well, we could, using that format, we could honestly do like 2 podcasts a week. We can record on Friday, have that one for Saturday or whatever, and then probably maybe upload one of the classics in the middle of the week. I think that would be a pretty good move. But
will say
what do I know?
Right now, my loose day where not a lot is happening is Tuesday. So I could set up classic re-uploads on Tuesday.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I reckon.
But I believe, even though technically this is business talk, that is the end of this week's Northwest Trenches podcast episode.
The podcast.
Episode, oh gosh, 115.
Oh! Take my one!
Oh!
Oh!
Hell yeah.
I can't remember any of the other lyrics to 115. Elena Sigmund's really good, though.
Wait, hold on. I forgot.
Shout out Elena Sigmund.
Which random assortment of numbers did you have for Overlord? Which was your assortment of numbers? Is it one?
It was 115.
115?
No, 115, yeah.
So we have reached the Overlord 115 episode.
Yeah, the Overlord 115 episode. The original one was Overlord 53, but I lost that account, so I changed it to 115 because I really liked playing Call of Duty Zombies. So.
And that's the end.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Bye.
Hey, little buddy, how's it going today? Landon is your name. Scrub it up, boy, clean it up, or that stain is just gonna stay.